Over the last 4 months, I've been setting up the most advanced, futuristic automations I've ever created. And up until recently, these have only existed in billionaire homes like Bill Gates or Tony Stark. But with a few $100s worth of hardware and some programming, I was able to do it in my own house. And what's awesome is that everything in this video should be a lot easier for anyone to use in the near future, not just us programming nerds. Think of this as like a sneak peek into what's possible. And let me tell you, it's amazing. Before we get into all the automations, there are two main things you need to know about how these automations work. First is something that I've always wanted, an Echo starting a conversation with me.
It is nice outside. Do you want me to open the office window shades?
Yes.
Okay.
That's right. I can be asked if I want something done around my house. If I say yes, then an automation will run and make it happen. If I say no, it will skip it. That's all great, but what if I'm not in the room when the Echo is asking a question? That's where the second part comes in. I'm able to track which room I'm in so the Echo closest to me will always be the one that speaks. I'm doing this by placing Raspberry Pis in different rooms around my house, running an application called Room Assistant. This makes it possible to only run automations if I'm in the room since it tracks my phone's Bluetooth. These two additions open the doors to so many possibilities, and the craziest thing is, they're the most family-friendly automations I've ever set up, because they only run automations for me. Hey, how do you like the new automations?
They're actually really nice. Probably some of your best automations you've set up.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I mean, you did set the bar pretty low.
Whoa, okay, no. At the end of the video, I'll explain some of the technical hurdles I faced while setting these up because it was challenging. And if you like this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button. All right, let's get into the automations. I love blasting music during the day, but it's not ideal if my wife is home and she's trying to talk to me. Apparently, communication is good for marriage or something. I don't know. So when my wife has left the house and her phone is disconnected from the Wi-Fi, the automation starts. The Echo device in the room that I'm in will ask me if I want to blast some music since I'm the only one home.
Everyone is gone. Do you want me to blast some music?
If I say yes, it will start playing music in the same room. Not only that, but if I get up and walk to another room, the music will automatically switch over and start playing on all the speakers, since it knows my phone left the room. I love it so much, it's like magic, and it gets even better. When my wife's phone reconnects to the Wi-Fi because she's arrived home, all the music in the entire house stops. She's literally never seen this automation run, and because of that, it's never bothered her. I would consider that a spouse approval factor gold medal. So I don't know about you, but in the morning, I don't like to look at the weather high and lows to figure out what to wear. It's way too much thinking, so I came up with a solution. When I walk into the kitchen in the morning,
Good morning,
an
Reed.
automation
Do you
starts.
want to hear what you should wear today?
Yes. It tells me what type of clothes I should wear for the day based on the high and low temperature.
Today it will be sunny. You should wear some shorts and flip-flops because it will be hot outside. Tonight wear a light jacket and pants because it will be chilly out.
This makes it so much easier. Now my smart home does all my thinking for me. Now I can use my mind for more important decisions. So I share a home office with my wife Allie, and running automations just for me used to be a challenge, but now I can really dial it in. When anyone walks into the office, the motion sensor turns on the lights if it's really dark in the room. That's convenient for everyone, but if I sit at my desk, my phone connects to a nearby Raspberry Pi and starts an automation setup just for me. The lights change exactly how I like them. The fan under my desk turns on if it's a hot day, and a dashboard appears for more controls in the room. Then instead of automatically reading the news, it asks me if I want to hear it first, because I might be talking to someone and hearing all the news can take a while. And this has been a lifesaver because I like this automation and now it never annoys me. What's cool is that some of these automations work really well even if I'm not in a room with a Raspberry Pi. For example, I have one automation that reminds me to watch a movie at night. If all the kids have gone to bed and I haven't turned on the projector yet, I might be sitting here wasting time on social media. So the Echo will ask me if I want to watch a show in the theater room.
Do you want to watch a movie in the theater room right now?
If I say yes, it will turn everything on to get ready to watch something. It's been great to help us watch a show before it gets too late at night. But what if I'm not in a room with a Raspberry Pi, like out in the garage? Well, my phone will get a notification with a button I can press to start the automation. I can even press it on my smartwatch, so it's very convenient. And it won't bother me with any of this if I'm away from the house. So this automation is bulletproof. In the past, I've tried running automations right when I come home, and the timing is always tricky. If I'm unloading groceries, then the automation might start too early. But if I put a delay, it might start too late. So the way I have it set up solves all of that. Once I've arrived home and I'm standing in the kitchen, the automation starts.
Welcome home, Reed.
It tells me if any of the garage doors are still open,
The main garage door closed 1 minute ago.
the current temperatures of all the thermostats in the house,
The thermostat bedrooms is currently 72 degrees. The thermostat living room is currently 74 degrees.
and it starts playing some music. The automation only starts when it's supposed to, and it's really helpful. We don't accidentally leave the garage doors open, and we're usually listening to music when we're putting away groceries. These advanced automations can come in handy if I've been sitting in a room for a while. Let's say I've been in the office for a long time. The weather is nice and the shades are closed. The Echo will ask me if I want the shades open for some nice, natural light in the room. It's been a lot better than using just motion sensors because those don't always get triggered when they're supposed to. Oh, here's another fun one. If I've been sitting in the office for a while, the Echo will ask me if I want to hear some jokes.
Hey, Reed. Do you want to hear a joke?
As long as I keep saying yes, the Echo will keep telling me jokes. And you might call this ridiculous, but it does help break up the day. My oldest daughter loves it, and it's usually fun for me to see how many cheesy jokes I can handle before I break.
Do you want to hear another joke?
No. Oh.
Okay.
At night, I sometimes like to wind down with a little TV. If I'm in the bedroom but not laying on the bed, the Echo will ask me if I want to watch TV. If I say yes, it will turn on the TV and automatically start playing Seinfeld. It's too easy. I love it. Then once I'm done watching TV and I lay on the bed, a dashboard designed for that room appears on a Google display. The Echo will tell me my calendar for the next day and ask me if I want to set a morning wake-up alarm. If I turn it on, then my shades will open up and all of that to wake me up the next morning. This feels like I actually have a personal assistant helping me throughout the day. And being able to respond with just yes or no feels so much more natural to interact with. I don't have to remember any voice commands, and it feels like I'm using something like Jarvis in Iron Man. It might seem like all of this, including room detection, is in the distant future, but it's actually a lot closer than you might realize. The HomePod Minis have an ultra-wideband chip for device proximity already in them. They can detect the distance to the new iPhones and Apple Watches. So Apple might have the ability to implement something like that right now. The problem is being able to fine-tune everything to work well. And I got a little glimpse of that with Room Assistant. It's been really interesting to set up. I turned on a Bluetooth low-energy sensor on my phone, and I can change how strong of a signal it gives off. If I turn it up too high, a Raspberry Pi across the house might detect it when it shouldn't. And if I turn it too low, it might not detect the phone in my pocket even if I'm standing in the same room. Using the data, I was able to fine-tune it to work exactly the way I want it to. I also had to reposition some of the Raspberry Pis to be closer to where I'm normally sitting or standing in the room. So you can see there's a lot that goes into it, and that's probably why we haven't seen a big company implement it just yet. But it's possible, and I think they will. If you're crazy enough, brave enough to try this out yourself, I have an article explaining how to do everything in this video. In the article, there's links to other videos explaining how to set up certain parts, mainly from the channel Mark Watt Tech. If you like this kind of stuff and you're not following Mark's channel, you should be. And if this was a little intense for you, don't worry, I'll still be making lots of videos with easier to set up automations. But it's just fun to see what's possible with futuristic advanced stuff. Thanks for watching. So this automation is bulletproof, bulletproof, bulletproof.
Do you want to watch a movie in the theater room right now?